Hey, Dr. Lindsey and Wendy here. We're going to take you through an FUE repair of a failed FUE. And we've got some video I'll try to whittle down into a reasonable time frame. This is a 39-year-old guy that doesn't look too bad. He's got pretty good hair to work with, and he went someplace and had one of those little automated FUE cases. It just didn't get enough density to his hairline. So watch this little video.
Okay, we're here with Steve. And Steve, how old are you?
39.
And your problem is along your hairline. And you've got pretty good hair. It's that kind of thick, coarse, bushy hair like Leyland cypress trees. Almost like, and I won't get your face, I'm going to come down to your chin. Almost like your chinny chin hairs, which are like mine. And so those are hard to kill and they work well, and those are generally amenable to FUE. So what did you have done before?
I had a NeoGraft, had 800 grafts done by NeoGraft.
And that was how many years ago?
Probably about 3 or 4 years ago, somewhere in there.
How long did it take that doctor to do 800 grafts, you think?
It was him, and he did took the grafts out, and he cut the slits. And then he had somebody else come in and put the actual grafts into the slits. It probably took all together, I would say probably 3 hours, somewhere in that time range.
Okay, and we're going to try to do
hours.
500 today, and that'll probably take me 5 hours. And so my theory on a lot of these guys, and remember I wasn't there, is that it's hard to find the angle of those holes or those hairs, and if somebody just goes with a little machine and plop, 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 and that thing just sucks out the grafts.
Yeah, he was actually having difficulty getting some of the grafts out on the back of the scalp. And I think he transected some of them. I think that's the word.
Yeah.
And because I had some big, pretty gnarly lumps back there for probably about a year afterward. And I think they're ingrown hairs that are turning into cysts. And they're pretty painful.
Yeah. That's partly an issue with that thick, coarse hair that you got. But the good part of that is that thick, coarse hair is hard to kill. And so generally with FUE it works pretty well. But you just don't have a lot of hair there. So we're just going to augment this hairline and turn around one time, and I'm going to show the back of your head. What cut number is that?
2.
And so
last Saturday, so a week ago.
Yeah. So you just stay.
Okay.
And chin down just a smidgen. So there's a bump on the back of everybody's head, and generally we do a strip kind of right across that bump because it leaves the best scar. And it looks like a lot of your hairs were taken from down. Let me get my hand in there. So down a little on the low side, and those tend to be a little weaker, which leaves where we're going to go today, the normal harvest site, virgin. So that's why we're doing this. I think if you go real bald in the future, or we can't get these out, we'll do a tiny little strip on you. But boy, that's good hair, and I would expect no trouble. Okay, so we just finished making the holes, and remember in the earlier video I showed that the previous doctor had made the holes too low, in my opinion, and threw up in the sweet spot, and he's got good hair, but boy, it is unpredictable. You and I struggled to find the right angle. We went through 6 different punches to find the right angle, and this is not something that you could do without a lot of thinking, right, woman?
Yes, but we got them right.
Right. Did I hurt you at all when we were doing this, sir?
No, I just felt a little pressure, a little crunching, but no pain.
Yeah. So I just finished making the holes. We got 496 grafts, roughly a third singles, a third twos, and a third 3-hair grafts. And did it hurt when I was making those holes up front? Was you pretty numb?
No, it was fine. Yeah, I didn't feel much anything. I felt a little pressure in the crunching, but no real pain.
And then you were just telling me and Wendy kind of how you wound up at the place before.
I was just looking up, just Googling, and his name was kind of at the top of the list, so I gave him a buzz. And I never actually saw him at first. I saw...
I'm going to interrupt you. That's error number 1, is not meeting the doctor when you first come in.
Yeah.
A salesperson can sell you anything. They could have sold you a Ferrari or a Toyota.
And right? that's basically what he was doing. He was saying, you know, I think you need this many, and we can work out on price here. And you know, he was a used car salesman that was selling hair restorations.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got that total vibe from him, but you know, he was giving me a price that it was hard to really turn down. So yeah. He was It was $2,000 for 800 grafts using the Neo graft. That was, half a third of the price of anywhere else. But
Yep.
at the end of the whole journey, I felt like I got half or a third of the performance, if not less.
Yeah.
So it was really $2,000 wasted.
Yeah.
Plus that hair that you'll never get back.
Yeah, and plus I lost 800 hairs harvested from the back.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that maybe you didn't get all the roots taken. There's still some roots there. But, And then let me comment that Wendy does a lot of talking to our customers. So before somebody comes on here and says that, well, we do the same thing. Wendy and I have been together 17 years. Pretty much whatever she says, she's heard me say. How many times, woman? Lots.
Yeah, I saw
and then
you.
she always checks with me. So
I saw you last year around January, and I just got busy. Never had a chance to schedule the appointment, and it's been about a year, so I decided to come back. With the coronavirus, I've been working from home for the past 2 months, so I figured this was a good time to get it done.
Yep.
So far so good. I've watched a lot of your YouTube videos, and seems have a lot of success, and everybody seems to be very happy.
And pretty upfront. You can't make everybody happy.
And I really like the.
Again, I'm mainly trying to make me happy, and that usually means I'm making you happy.
The fact that you're a plastic surgeon, first a facial plastic surgeon, that made me feel a lot better about the whole situation. That you're not just some fly-by-night guy. I mean, you are truly accredited. So.
All right, man. We're gonna put these hairs in. We'll talk again.
You're not gonna put a wrap on top
No,
of
this
where?
Okay, so we just got done with you, and Steve, how much did I hurt you today?
It really wasn't that bad. I didn't feel the back when you were taking the grafts really at all. It was just a little pressure. The front was feeling great too. I think toward the very end, maybe some of the medicine started wearing off, but it was just a little uncomfortable. It wasn't anything bad.
Yeah. And you got, man, that's just good hair that you got. And here's up to the side, there should be a close-up of a 3-hair graft, still with fat around the bottom or dirt, using that plant analogy I always do. And so you're going to go home today and take your wrap off tomorrow. Then you're going to come here on Monday, and we're going to start cleaning.
How long did it take at the other place?
The total procedure?
Yeah.
They did 800, and I want to say it probably took this long, if not a little bit shorter.
And we did 496, and it is 11:34, and you got here exactly at 7.
Yep.
That's pretty typical. All right, well, thank you for your business, and I expect this to grow, and we'll do some follow-ups.
Well, thank you very much.
So what do you think, Wendy? He's going to turn out good?
Yeah, the whole procedure was easy and it was good. He said it was fine and he liked it.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting for results.
So a couple things. Do your research. Make sure that you're a good FUE candidate, meaning you don't need a zillion hairs and you've got good fat hairs to work with. And that you really need it more than a strip, meaning you're going to wear a super short haircut. And then make sure that you get it done in a reasonable time frame. I mean, how many times a year we see people that go into even well-known guys and they have a 12 or 13 hour FUE case, and we all know, everybody knows, that at 6 hours the survival rate of those hairs drops off dramatically, and so you got to get it done. So we here will make holes for 4 hours, and in 4 hours, whether we get 12 hairs or 12,000 hairs, we quit and we start putting them in, and it means us doing 2 days worth of work, then that's what we do.
We just do it.
Yeah. So if we can help you, give us a call.